Never, never, never die. 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 Never die.
Fuck you. It is 3:54 a.m. It is Tuesday. You might be wondering why this podcast is coming out on a Monday. Well, my schedule got changed last minute, and because of that, this podcast is coming out today. And I had something lined up, but we got it lined up today. And you know what? Like I said, before I get into today's podcast, I want to thank Blackstone Labs for sponsoring me, sponsoring this podcast. And you can get 20% off your entire order at blackstonelabs.com. Look, you're trying to get jacked, you're trying to get shredded, you're trying to put on muscle, you're trying to, whatever it is you're trying to achieve with your body, Blackstone Labs can help you. You can get 20% off your entire order at blackstonelabs.com. That is 20% off your entire order. Look, protein, branched chain amino acids, pre-workout, whatever it is you need, Blackstone Labs got it for you. Also, to CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. That is CH Concrete. CH Concrete. Look, if you want to cement your front yard, you want to cement your backyard, patios, walkways, driveways, foundations, it does not matter. CH Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area, can help you. No job too big, no job too small. Residential, commercial, just mention the Angry Dad and get a free estimate. Now that's all into it. I got someone on the podcast today, and I first met this person when I started doing open mics. And, the whole Corona thing, there's no open mics at the moment. But this guy, I want to say it was my second day in. He reached out to me. He was like, look, I'm doing this. I'm going to be at Tommy T's. And for those who don't know, Tommy T's is a well-respected comedy club. He offered me a spot. And I was like, and I told myself before I did this, I would never say no. Every time I got an opportunity, it was always going to be, yes, this man gave me an opportunity. And you know what? It inspired me. It made me work harder, craft harder, and just do something more. And this is stand-up comedy at its finest. And the person is Arturo. Let them know who you are, bro.
Hey, man. Dude, thanks for having me on the show, first of all, Ben. I'm a stand-up comedy entertainer. I've been doing it for about 10 years, chasing the dream. I want to get to a point where it's the only thing that I do. So we'll keep pushing for that. But right now it pays some bills, so that's pretty dope. I enjoy that, Yeah, there's nothing like making money off of what you want to be doing, It's a different type of money.
And it's different kind of, it's more appreciated, more valued. It's a lot sweeter, especially when you get paid for something you love to do.
Yeah, man. It's what I love, and then I like entertaining people. The goal is to I know what comedy does for me. When times before I was doing it, when no matter what you're going through, it's nice to be able to laugh at something no matter what's happening. So the fact that maybe some stuff that I do could do that for somebody else, that kind of keeps the fire going, So I want to make people, have moments of entertainment, being able to laugh, forget what they're going through. That's a powerful thing. I love doing that, and if I can make it my living, that'd be even doper for me, But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, let me tell you something right now. Like I said, the first time I met you. And we just kind of crossed paths. We didn't really talk. We just kind of a little nod.
Yeah.
It was at the Retro Junk Hotel. They were having an open mic. I did the open mic for you guys because also too, he runs the Bay Area roast battles. All right. For those man. Who don't know, you know now. He runs it, and they happened to have a show there. And my brother Dragon ended up winning a shirt from the raffle because he got
yeah, for real, dude. Yeah. Your brother was. It's funny. That's why I met your brother too, man. Yeah, man. It's an ultimate roasting league. If anybody listens to the show, go check it out. It's on YouTube, man. Ultimate Roast Championship is what it is. Ultimate Roasting.
I'll put the link in the notes too for the YouTube and for the Instagram and all that. So those who want to check it out, make sure you go check it out.
Man. But yeah, it's Bay Area's Roast Battle League. Everything roast battling. But yeah, it's the first time I met you. But it was in passing, of course,
Yeah, and then on the second time, it was at the Firehouse, I want to say, over there in Alameda, and I did my set. And then as soon as I did my set, you came over, I was like, hey, check this out, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just like. What you did right there is you did something that lit a fire under my ass even more, because for someone who, like I said, we didn't even know each other's names really. We just knew of each other. Like I said, it was a one-time meeting. We just in passing. And, I did my set. You came up and you were just like, hey, check this out. And after that, man, I was doing 2 times a week, 1 time, as much time
ready
as I
to go.
Yeah, exactly. I was grinding it out because, you invited me to do the showcase with you. And I just wanted to hone my craft and make sure that I was on point so I can be at par for you. Because like I said, when you go on, man, you're fire right there. You know what I'm saying? You get me to go. I laugh all the fucking time. I love comedy. I love
Yeah.
jokes. I love
Yeah.
watching comedy. And like I said, I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? And then it just
For
fucking,
sure.
like I said, it lit that fire under me to inspire me to do something that
Yeah, man.
I was like, maybe let me try this out.
Yeah, it was a trip for me too, because I was that's the first time we hosted that mic there. That was just an open mic that we started what is it, the first Monday of every month. And that was the first time we took over that. And yeah, it was a trip for me because I was doing my set, just working on my stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I seen you and your brother off to the side, and I was like, oh, dude, I didn't even know you guys were there for comedy. I was like, I was just happy people out here supporting, man. I was like, oh, then later on, I was like, you're signed up? I was like, oh, cool. But it was a trip for me because you said you're from, like, you know, Union City. That's where I'm from,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I see you out there trying and getting it going, and I could see that you got fire when you do stuff. So I remember how dope it was to get an opportunity when I was starting out, and I seen that you had good energy, and I was like, man, at the end of the day, a lot of it is you meet so many people in life, and unfortunately, a lot of them don't have good energy or whatever's going on with them. It's unfortunate, but when you meet people with good energy, you know they do, and you'd rather have somebody who's hungry to get better and has good energy around. You know what I mean? Because it's a better time, man. You seem like a good dude, and you're one of the few people I know from my hometown. So I was like, I don't know a lot of comedians from Union City. There's like 4 or 5 like in total that I know, and we're getting there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, and that's the thing is the recognizing that energy, recognizing that power, recognizing that vibe. You know, and it's great that you can actually do that. You have that sense, because that takes you far in life. You know what I'm saying? When you can actually feed into the good and say fuck the bad, and just like, you know, someone helped me, someone pushed me, and you know, if this person needs a nudge, you know what I'm saying? Then, because that's for any aspect in life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's any aspect, whatever you're trying to do, whatever trait you do, whatever talent you do, whatever thing you want to do, and when you can actually do that and pass on that torch, is very inspiring to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
man.
that's exactly what I want to do. I'm always telling everybody that you can do whatever it is you want, but you got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just like I said, you inspired me to put in the work even more, because I was like, fuck,
See, I love
really
that, man.
fucking doing this shit.
Yeah, it took, and then don't worry, we would have had a dope show. It took Corona to kill it.
Oh yeah, it took Corona to kill it. That's the truth, though. It was like on to the last second. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
but,
man,
you know,
it really was. It was like one of those moments you were like, is it gonna? And it was like, dang it, man, it got canceled. But it doesn't matter, man. We got more stuff coming. As soon as things open up, we'll get things rolling, and things will be different, you know, until they get normal again. But it doesn't matter, man. The point is, we were getting ready to gear up and have some fun, and we're gonna bring that thing back for sure, you know. Either way.
Yeah. That's a definite for sure right there. You know, you know, most people, like I said, I just started stand up at the beginning of the year in January, and you've been doing it for how long?
Yeah, man, 2009 is when I started.
2009, man.
Yeah.
That's 11 years
out of high school. Just trying to figure out how to, because I watched the way I got into it was going to Tommy T's. That was the first place I went to. It was the open mic. They still have it, but it was a thing where, like, I always watched comedy. Like, when I was young, we had that on demand where you'd watch like the 30-minute specials of like Comedy Central, and I'd always watch it, and it's just funny. But to me, like, to think to do it, it wasn't even like a thing. I just enjoyed watching it so much, and I couldn't even fathom like how you even end up being somebody who does that. You know what I mean? It doesn't even like translate, you know. And then later on, like, you know, I like SNL, I like skits, I like all that kind of stuff, and then Dave Chappelle show, all the different things. And then you realize you could do. I started getting the bug, like I wanted to do it. And then for a long time I was working. I worked young. I had to work a lot. And I remember I'd be working for like a year or so, and I'd be like looking out the window. Like, it sounds like a movie, but you look out the window like, damn, man, I'm not doing the thing that I want to do. And you start eating away at yourself because you're like, damn, I want to do it. Then eventually you signed up for open mic when I was 19. Went and started doing it. And then I went from there. I was trying to just figure it out, you know. There was a lot of like trial and error and stuff like that, but you figure it out, and like, yeah, man, I just wanted to be as good of an entertainer as I could be, and we're pushing. We're just getting there as much as we can, you know. Yeah.
Nah, let me tell you something right now. It's so fucking crazy because like when I did my first open mic.
Yeah.
Let me just take it back. Let me give you the history of what I thought I was doing.
Yeah.
Right? I used to drive truck for Costco.
Yeah.
I still work for Costco, but I used to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, and the way he would speak about, and I'm talking about like this, I was like maybe the second year in with Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
And he would talk about comedy like it's this work and you do this and you do this. And he literally boosted my confidence in wanting to do it so
Yeah.
bad that I started writing stuff. I started recording stuff. And then I
Mm.
just kind of refine it or kind of listen to it or kind of like, oh, okay. And then it literally took, I want to say that was 2012 when I started thinking about doing stand-up. And
Yeah.
it took from 2012 to 2020 for me to start doing comedy. And it's all because my wife kept saying, you should do it, you should do it. And then
Oh, that's
one of my
good.
buddies at work was like, he does stand up. And he's like, look, just show up here. They're going to give you a spot. Don't worry about it. And like I said, it's one of the things I always do. I never say no to an opportunity because whether I fucking eat it or I fucking don't, you know what I'm saying? You got to check it out. And I started and then it just took that. And then I started running with it. And it's just fucking, like I said, it's so fulfilling. What's crazy too is like when I did my first stand up, I was so fucking high after I got on stage. I was so fucking like, oh my God. And then, you know, the other, you know, like I said, the only people there to listen to us at open mics are other open micers pretty much.
Yeah.
And, you know, they gave me great feedback. They were like, oh, you did really good for your first time, this and this and this.
Yeah.
And I was fucking on cloud 9.
It feels good, man.
It's so fucking tremendous. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine how it is. Because like I said, you performed at the Ice House. You know what I'm saying? And like I can only imagine all the times that you just crushed and that feeling,
man, it's
you know
fun.
how does that
Every time
feel?
it's fun.
It just keeps growing, huh?
Yeah, man, you get more, you get a knack for it. You know, you kind of get, I don't know how to explain it. Like you get used to like what the timing and like how you're presenting yourself, and you get used to like just you get used to comfortable so you can just play with the audience. Like there's a different level when you keep doing it, and it becomes even more comfortable up there, that you reach a point where like you have, my material does very well. Like the stuff that I write, I could just straight do that. Or I could just walk on stage and be like, I'm not doing anything I wrote right now. Let's just go up and have fun. And it's like a different vibe, because in you that level of confidence, it's like, I mean, well, you used to lift weights, like you feel way better when you're already in, you already know that you already know you're working on stuff. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Like you feel it compared to the first time you walk in the weight room, you're looking at other people who are like freaking lifting weight. You're like, oh man. And then you don't think you're lifting that much. But then the more grind you put in, then you're with everybody else. Then you're trying to figure out how to like get to a point where, you know, you kind of stand out, or where your methods keep pushing. You know, it's that kind of a thing. Everything's the same. But yeah, man, it's such a fun level to be at now, where I call it confirmed funny, where like I'm at a point where I know for sure I'm funny, because you spend a lot of time as a comedian. You never really know, because you'll have sets where you're crushing, and then you have one. It just takes one set that doesn't go well, and then you start questioning everything. It's like it's so weird. It's that classic human like thought process. But over time, you start understanding there's different factors that everything just keep pushing, and it's more like a consistency thing. Like you won't hit every single time and crush every time, but you get to a point where you can sit back and be honest with yourself and go, hey, okay, what can I have did better? What can I have done whatever? Because there's different things, like everything in life. People who are comedians, what they do is if they don't have a good set, they'll blame the audience, or they'll blame like a thing. And there could be a factor there that's true, but at the end of the day, you can't control that. You can sit back and be like, hey, how can I make that funnier? How could I add a physical movement to make that funnier? How could I what else could I be putting into this joke that makes it communicate better? There's so many other things you can work on. And yeah, that's it, man. It's I love being at the point where I'm like confirmed funny, because I did other stuff, man. Like my goal was to be the best entertainer and do whatever I needed to do to get there. So back when I was younger, I listened to a Dave Chappelle interview, and he mentioned that he took an acting class because he heard, and this isn't a good name anymore, but the guy was good at comedy. Bill Cosby said taking acting classes helps with your stand-up. So Dave Chappelle went and took acting classes because it would help with your stand-up, because it allows you to convey a character easier. It allows you to understand how to be realistic with certain things you're doing, and how to be in the moment on stage. It's like different kind of things. But Dave took acting class. So I took acting classes. Then I took improv classes to learn how to be funny on the fly. Then I did sketch writing. I did all these things because the whole time I was doing them, in my mind, I was like, how is this going to help me with stand-up? And I wasn't going to be shy about it. Some people shy away from like improv and stuff like that. They think it is as silly. But at the end of the day, people who did improv. You can go down the list. We had Tina Fey, Will Ferrell, and go everybody who's like famous and funny people love. They've done these levels of sketch and improv. You can't sit there and go like, nah, they ain't for me. Like if you really are trying to be funny, dude, just get out there and try some stuff. Get out there and learn what you got, because me doing all these different things have it just made me feel confirmed funny, because I've crushed in all these different areas of, it's like martial arts kind of. Like it's like all the different, it's kind of stupid to compare to that, because it's not,
because
but
it's just like mixed martial arts. You got to take all these different aspects
Yeah.
to hone your craft. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you become more well-rounded.
Yeah.
What you're saying is the truth. The
Yeah.
truth. There's so many different aspects of everything that you need to know. Like when I first started doing stand up, I was relying heavily on my podcasting skills and my ability to speak.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Which is good to have.
For those that listen
Yeah.
to this podcast, I can rant all day long.
Yeah.
I can easily be triggered and just fly off the handles. All right, it's a skill that I've honed over 350 fucking episodes. You know what I'm saying? And I rely on that heavily when I'm doing my stand up, because like I said, just like you said, it took all these podcasts, it took me doing all this talking, and like I've been wanting to take acting classes, I've been wanting to take improv classes, because these are the things that I feel would help me, because like I really want to make this fucking work, and just hearing you say it just makes me more inspired to do more, because like I said, I want to make something out of nothing, and that's what I do. Like that's with this podcast. That's how I started and how I grew. It's work, but it feels good. It's not really work. I'm enjoying every time I'm doing
That's
it.
the best.
Just like how it's just the way you sound. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's happiness at its finest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could see the glow in your face when you're doing stand up.
See, I'm happy,
as you're
man.
speaking about the work. You know what I'm saying? And this is the shit that I try to get across to people is, do what you want. Fuck the dumb shit. Get it fucking done. And this is this is what life's about. This is what this is your happiness, and this is how you grind. And that's what it makes me happy to see that shit. You know what I mean?
No, I love it, man. It's funny because like I'm a nice, chill dude, but I got someone like you in my head that pushes me in that kind of way. You know what I mean? Like when the way you intensely like, man, fuck all the bull. I got all that in my head too as well. Like I'm super chill, super nice, but when it comes to me and things I expect myself to do, I got like a little you in my head that always does that, man. That's why I connect with you, because I know the way that you're saying. I have that in my head that tells me, nah, fuck the bullshit. Go do what you need to do. Handle your stuff. Don't be a punk. Don't not in a way of just like, go get it done, man. Don't hesitate. Yeah, and I have that drive in me that makes me want to go be as great as I can be, you know? And I love that, man. I always tell people, no matter what your dream is, it could be comedy. It don't have to be anything that makes you like famous in front of people. It's what you love doing. And if you do it at any degree for any amount of time during the week, you're living your dream. It may be a small portion, but you're living your dream to some degree, and you got to appreciate that, you know? And it's one of those things, like I would do this even if someone pulled a crystal ball out and told me I'd never be famous, you'll never make a full living. I'd go at the same rate, because this is what I love to do. Like it's a benefit and a side effect if I get famous and I get money and all those other things that people do get. That's a side effect. I'm happy. Awesome. I don't do anything else. But for right now, like I'm doing what I love to do, and everything else will come as it comes. But I'm finally living more of a life that I want to be living. You know, there's more hours of my time being spent where I like to spend it. You know,
and that is it right there.
Yeah.
Let me hit a little sidetrack here.
Go ahead, man.
What are you doing now? Like I said, the corona's in full effect. We're stuck. We can't do open mic. Oh, I can't do open mics. There's no shows going on. I know there's a lot of the Zooms and stuff like that, but what are the projects that you're working on right now? And where can people find your material?
Oh, for sure, all day, man. So what I'm working on now is so I started a company called Streetlight Entertainment, and that's why I run everything from the Ultimate Roasting Championship is the division of that. We have Streetlight Digital now that we're doing sketches and stuff. Mm-hmm. So we just released a sketch today, but if anybody wants to check it out, you can go to my Instagram or to my Facebook. Just go Arturo Regoza Jr. It'll probably be in the link somewhere.
I'll put the links in the bottom.
Yeah, man, just go check it out. But there's a lot of stuff like from my sketch background and stuff that I could in my film and acting and stuff that I know how to like make sketches and stuff like that. And I have a knack for what's funny and how to like create that and bring that into the world. So like that's what I'm working on now is writing and just trying to put content out that I want to have fun with. That's my biggest thing is things I have fun making. I'm not trying to please or like cater to people. I just want to do and create what I want to see. You know what I mean? I want to be able to look back when I'm older and see all these things that I made and just be like, man, I had fun with that. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? Like I don't like there's the sometimes
I can look back and I accomplished.
Yeah, so we're filming more stuff because I can't go do live shows. So now I'm just been filming more things. A lot of the stuff, some of it's on my own, like making it work because we're in quarantine. But all the film projects I couldn't get to because I was organizing so many live shows and things like that. I'm working on that now. And also I'm trying to just organize my set and get things like more polished and put a little more thought into what I'm doing, you know, because we have these sketches filmed and eventually I want to film like a short special that's either 30 or 45 minutes on my own at some theaters that I have like I've created relationships with. I want to create some specials. I'm actually I want to do that and actually film some stuff for other people, maybe shorter people who open, give them like a thing. I believe you can create your own opportunities nowadays.
Like you 100% can.
With the internet, you can be your own thing. That's why I started a company. I started doing whatever, and I'm trying to create like a Saturday Night Live, like a CBS for the Bay Area, to where like all the people that I've met doing all these different platforms, I want to be able to create things with all of them, so that hopefully it inspires them to go do their own thing, or at least we just all start their talent gets saved forever when you put things online. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's got a stamp. You can actually go back and reflect it. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
Exactly. Yeah. So I want to do that. I want to create like when people see like the Streetlight Entertainment logo, they know that that's entertainment. That's creating stuff. That's people who like, that's a lot of funny people just making stuff happen, you know, because you don't have to be in LA. I want to be in LA and do stuff like that if the opportunities are there. And when they present themselves, I go there, but you can create your own stuff now, create entertainment and value for people everywhere, and they can get the information just from their phones and from their screens. You know?
And that's the truth. This podcast is recorded from 2 phones. All right.
Yeah, bro.
I have an old phone and a new phone, and that's how this like I said, any opportunity can be made. And the phone is so much of a powerful tool to be able to record, do audio, videos, editing, everything. And like I said, it doesn't take much. And you know, just to hear you putting in this work, getting this shit done. You know what I'm saying? People like I said, everyone in the community I know looks up to you, looks towards you for that advice, for that information. Like, look, this person is setting this up for us to win. You know
exactly. Yeah, that's my thing. I really do care about like my community a lot. Like I don't. I see a lot of selfishness when it comes to anything really, but it happens in comedy, and I can't do everything for everybody. But what I do is I move as fast as I possibly can, and then I give people some opportunities, and if they run with me, then we just keep rolling. You know, it's kind of a thing, and I'm not like the freaking biggest like comedian in the world, you know, but I do know that I can help people with their sets. I can help people get more confidence. I have like writing groups and stuff that we do. Like my company has writing groups that roast battles. We have showcases. We now have digital stuff that's coming out. We're going to be doing short films and maybe eventually do like more feature length films and stuff like that. Like there's stuff I want to do in the future that's it'll get there. But right now, let's knock out the fun little stuff. Let's have a good time, you know, with it. But there's other things I want to do, man. There's like I got movie ideas and I wrote and things like that I'm doing. I'm gonna basically one day, hopefully, I'm gonna remake that you know that White Castle movie that they had. Yeah. I'm gonna remake it, but pretend like it's dudes from the East Coast trying to go to In-N-Out. So it's gonna be like Art and somebody goes to In-N-Out, and it's just because I love that movie and we're gonna have some fun with it. I just want to recreate like a short film and do some stuff like that, you know. And it's fun, man. Like and then I could have scenes with people that I know are funny, and it's just different stuff, you know. Yeah. But you get there over time, and at the end of the day, we, like you said, we have the cell phones. They're so powerful. Like, yeah, man, there's no reason you can't make a movie right now. You know, there's no reason.
There's no reason you can't do anything right now. Everything's in the palm of your hand. You can be famous where you're at now. It's all about being consistent. It's all about doing the work. And I see it all the time because you're always posting. You're always creating. You're always putting up videos. You know what I'm saying? You're live on your social media, but that's what it takes nowadays to be successful. A lot of times people want success just to come to them. They don't understand. You got to fucking wave that flag. You got to pace it down. You got to hound it down. Like, I want this to work. And the only way you get it to work is to make sure you're doing the work. And it's fucking crazy because, like I said, and that's why I reached out to you. That's why I was like, let me get him on the podcast because, look, He's out there
Yeah,
doing
man, I'm
this,
happy.
and you know what I'm saying. And like,
Well, I love your message too, man. I'm happy to do this show. Yeah.
yeah, like I say,
Yeah.
What you like I said, I want to do these interviews and have these people that are
Yeah.
inspiring others. And like I said, you inspired me.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm the
Yeah.
motivational motherfucker right here. But the thing is I need motivation. I need a push. I need
Yeah.
that extra edge. You know what I'm saying? A little nudge, fall off the fucking cliff, dive head first into the fucking water and succeed.
Yeah.
And you gave it to me. And
Good.
like I said, and once you gave me that opportunity, I ran with it. And when I ran with it, I made sure I was, like I said, I was fucking, like, I work a hectic schedule, but I was making time.
Yeah, no, I heard,
fucking,
man. I heard
you
you
know
were
what I'm
out
saying?
there.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm far away from everything. They're like, and so, like, I got to
Yeah,
drive
no,
an hour
that's
just to do a set. You know what I'm saying?
You-
But that's what you gave to me. You know what I'm saying? You gave me
Yeah.
that motivation where I can fucking do this shit and make it fucking
Good.
work. And you know, to make opportunities, you got to be willing to let doors open and walk through them.
Exactly.
You know?
No, man, I like the attitude about it.
It's just crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And with this
Yeah.
whole crazy fucking time, and as soon as it gets to somewhat whatever normal, we can actually all get together, regroup. You know, I'll be able to see all. You know, I barely stepped on the scene, so I didn't really get to. You know, I only met a handful of people. I definitely want to start meeting everybody else,
for sure,
and you know,
dude, for
getting
sure.
into the community. And like I said, it's great. It's fun to see. It's fucking.
Yeah, man.
It's
it's kind of like a blessing a little bit with the situation because now the content's starting to come out because I had things filmed and certain stuff that it takes so much effort to
it
film,
does.
edit, and I got a crew of people doing it. It's still tough. Like there's people just but yeah, man. Now that that's rolling though, I just want to keep that rolling to where I make sure that I get like more videos and stuff out because I got ideas for everybody. I got ideas for you. I got ideas for everybody. Like I meet people and they make me think of like, oh, I'm like, oh, that person can play this character and this instantly it starts clicking, you know?
Yeah.
Like the
I
dude.
watched that video before you called me, the one that you posted, and I was like, oh my god, I was laughing my fucking ass off, eh? And for like I said, I'm not gonna fucking spoil it, so everyone needs to go fucking watch it. I thought it was fucking great. I was like, I see this shit happening.
Dude, I love getting the feedback. People hit me in my DMs and stuff like that, and I'm like, even though it's like only like 30 people or like whatever, I'm like, it's so juiced because it's like
it feels good, man.
The fact something you made is communicating with people and having fun with it. I'm like, dude, I love that, bro. But that came across because me and my friend Kay, we been doing comedy for a while and we like anime, bro. So like one of the things that are funny with anime is those situations where you can hear people's thoughts. And then like, oh, well, we have those thoughts in real life. And I was like, we could do that in real life. Let's just have fun with that. All the stuff that they do in anime, just do it with like real situations that happen in life. And it's fun, man. Like we enjoy it. Exactly. It's cool. I love it. But yeah, man, they gotta check it out. It'd be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Well, hey, you know what? Plug everything again. And information's in the bottom.
For sure, dude. Okay, yeah. So basically look for Streetlight Entertainment on Facebook, and we're making one for Instagram still. I got to do that. And if anything, just look for me. It's Arturo Regoza Jr. everywhere, just wherever you put that in. And it's on YouTube. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. And I'm doing Twitter now. I got to figure that out.
It's not easy. I'm working on that too still.
Yeah, keep a look out for the Ultimate Roasting Championship. We have episodes going on YouTube. We have events going to be coming back, you know. And whenever you see like a post go up on my like Facebook or Instagram, just check it out, man. Yeah. And if you can, see anything, share it, man. We're putting people on. I'm trying to. So we'll see what's up.
And like I said, I'm going to put all this information in the notes in the bottom so you guys can all check it the fuck out. And and I appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had to work it, so we made it work.
I appreciate you being patient, brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, man. You know what I'm saying? It like I said, I knew why I was having you on, and it's because this was going to be a great podcast. Was a great podcast. I enjoyed myself. I feel more motivated. I'm ready to start tackling shit even fucking more now, and I hope everyone else is feeling the fucking same.
And I got stuff for you too, man. We're gonna film whenever you're comfortable.
Oh yeah. You just let me know when, brother. I'll make that time.
Brother, we're there.
You know, but now that. So let's see. It is 4:22. So guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. Thank you for watching. You want to watch this shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want to listen to shit? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Make sure you rate, review, like, subscribe. Fucking, it helps me the fuck out. Also, too, don't forget to check out SIT Network, Slightly Irregular Podcast Network, group of podcasters that are putting powerful messages, podcasts out there for those to enjoy. Also, too, make sure you check out my sponsors, blackstonelabs.com. 20% off your entire order, B2the4thpower at checkout. Also, too, make sure you check out Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. Just mention Angry Dad, get that free estimate. So guess the fuck what? I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Hey.
Always living, always living, always living, always living.